Hello, how are you today? This is a very sad morning because we've all heard the news yesterday coming from Buckingham Palace about the Queen's death. And yeah, I'm surprised personally how I feel right now because I don't know, it turns out that I really liked her, and she was a kind of a figure for me. I realized today, I think, only today, that she was the Queen when my parents were born. So that's a very, very, very long time. And yes, so obviously for my English class, I had to change everything, all my plans for today, because naturally I cannot just not say anything about this fact that the Queen has died. And yes, so I prepared something, but I would be very, very frank. I don't know if I have prepared anything worthy of the occasion. I don't know what to do, honestly. I prepared a short biography of the Queen. I found it, that we'll read with the sixth graders. To get to know her better, I found a video on YouTube that's kind of a very short summary of her life. So that would be it. With the younger group, I decided to talk about family. So there would be some standard family grammar, possessive s, the vocabulary. Probably they know it, but if not, that they will learn it. If they know it, it will be a review for them. But yes, I will talk a little bit about Elizabeth as our Queen, the example that she left us of her loyalty to the country, of how she performed her duties. I would like to talk about what she did during the Second World War, when she was she could hide somewhere in a palace and then just pretend she's not there. As a fragile woman, she could use that card, but she didn't. So a really figure to be respected. She had this something in her that united people around her. So this kind of not being so much into current politics, etc., etc. So a very powerful example that she left us. Of course, I'm bringing the letter that I have from the Buckingham Palace. I wrote a letter to Her Majesty a few years ago, when after my second-hand bookshop went bankrupt, that I decided to become a professional English teacher. It was a little bit after the fact that I started my this teaching career, but I was very moved by her 2018 Christmas speech, and so I decided to write the letter to Her Majesty, and I got a reply, a very personal reply, signed by one of the ladies in waiting, and it was extremely nice. I wrote a letter later too, another letter, and then I got a very polite, but this kind of standard reply, But that time, that first one, was extremely nice, because someone actually opened the letter, read it, and decided that that it's worth answering to. One of the things is, and I will believe it, even if it sounds silly, there in this letter is that the Queen was very pleased to hear about my decision. So, with my teaching, I'd like to continue pleasing her. I know that she is now with her best friend and her husband. I strongly believe that. And I'm very strongly convinced that she's happy in the better life right now. But here on earth, my duties that she somehow gave me are even stronger right now, and I really want to make her happy with me teaching English, because, well, she was happy to hear about it. So this is the message I am taking today to the school. Hopefully the kids will remember something about her. Some of them are so young that this might not be a figure for them, like maybe just a person somewhere from a country far away. But I want to bring them closer to this extraordinary person, extraordinary example that the Queen was for all of us. So that's the day today, and yeah, we'll see. Everything that I have planned for today will have to be done later. So that's the day today is much more important. It's also part of English culture of the language of the British United Kingdom, of Britain. So there's always a place for this cultural moment when you teach a foreign language. So let's go. How it went, of course, I will update you after the lesson. I personally feel very saddened by that fact, but I also I think everybody, I was just expecting that this would happen sooner or later because of her age. It's wonderful that she lived up to 70 years of her reign. That's something amazing, and I hope that King Charles III would be. I hope that he will be great king, and that because he had been preparing for this role, that he took over just yesterday, that he would lead the nation, and not only the nation, but all of the Commonwealth and all of the world, because the Queen left this legacy of being the Queen. You know, she was the Queen all over the world. Like, if you said anyway, Queen, the first monarch that would come to mind would be, if you mention monarchy itself, it would be the British monarchy. And therefore, I wish him luck. I am with the whole royal family right now in my thoughts and prayers. And yeah, see you later. See you after the class. Hello, welcome back. After the lessons, and they went quite well. So I more or less managed to do the things what I wanted. Why more or less it wasn't easy for me also emotionally. So that's why it wasn't easy. But yeah, I'm happy that the younger class learned about the possessive S and a little bit of the vocabulary related to the family. And in this sixth grade, we learned about the queen and her life. So hopefully they will be a little bit more aware of those people. I think I can reuse the vocabulary from today's lesson, so the family vocabulary, and put it again in a story that uses past tense and everything that we have had so far. So could be useful. And with the olders, so they are. We might like they're interested in writing a letter to the royal family, expressing how sorry they are about everything. So we'll come back to this topic on Monday. And I think at least some of them would be interested in the story, and therefore I'm rethinking a little bit because they have to prepare a language project, which is a bigger project. They do it for a week in groups, and there's a result of it, big result, like a presentation of film or something. Maybe not a film and not at that age, but so something about the royal family, the history of or Commonwealth. These are the topics I want to somehow find in this project. So I want to give, because I have to give the general topic of the project and assign some tasks to them, and therefore this could be a useful thing. Okay, so that's all. So as I said, I'm rather happy with what we did. We talked a little bit with the second class. I see that introducing new vocabulary is always tough so far, because they ask for translations, etc., etc. Oh, I'm gone. Come back. But we will manage. So thank you for watching for this update. It's Friday, weekend starting, and yes, see you on Monday then. Goodbye.